很高兴受一对幸福新人之邀，主持此次的婚礼，好吗？谢谢，闪亮登场，有请。一路美丽，一路收获，向前一步，深深一鞠躬，感谢现场所有。
Hello guys, how are you all doing? It's your favorite Mr. Sub. Previously I've done some videos on Chinese weddings, but today I'll be doing something a little bit different. Though it's also Chinese wedding, but now Chinese traditional wedding. To start with, China is a large country with 56 ethnic groups. The largest ethnic group is known as the Han, and it makes over 92% of China's vast population. And the Han culture and civilization is regarded as the Chinese culture. So oftentimes when you see Chinese culture being displayed, oftentimes it's usually the Han culture, though we still have other minority groups, and sometimes we also see their cultural right or cultural activity being displayed, but one that is more pronounced is the Han culture because they make up the large population of China. To talk about the Chinese traditional wedding, there are some points that we have to look into, or what are known as the 6 cultural rites that are usually performed during Chinese traditional wedding. And these 6 cultural rites are matchmaking, engagement, betrothal, present, meeting the bride, 3 vows, and drinking wedlock wine. Matchmaking. In ancient China, when an unmarried boy's parent finds a girl that they are interested in, they will find a matchmaker to make the proposal. Well, personally, I've seen a lot of this matchmaking process in China. Oftentimes during Saturdays and Sundays, when there are some particular playground or what we call parks where you find many parents gathered. What are they doing? Now in that gathering, you find different parents there, and they come along with their daughter or their son's picture and the biography written on a piece of paper. Now this picture and piece of paper are being pinned on a rope, a long rope, just like a line, a long line, a rope, and you see all the pictures and biography being pinned on that rope by different parents for their children. Now each of them will stand close to the picture. Now we have a section for the male, where a line where the parents put their male children's information, picture and biography being pinned on that rope. I also have a different section for the female, okay, where the parent also does same. Now each parent stands close to their children information, biography and picture. For instance, when a parent decides to look for a bride for his son, now after the parent has pasted the picture and biography of his son on the line, she can go to the section of the female to look for a parent who has also pasted her daughter's information, or better say, she goes around and look at all the pictures and informations on the female section. She looks at the picture, the appearance of the lady, and looks at her qualification and the family background. So just some information about the family she can easily find on that biography paper written on the line. And if she finds a lady that she's interested in, she looks for the mother, and they begin discussion. Okay, so if this discussion goes well, they can decide to have a dinner, and in that dinner the 2 parents comes together and also the 2 children come together, and they just have a kind of get to know each other dinner. That is just the first meeting, and if it goes well, they move to the next step, and later they move to what is called engagement, which I will talk about, next. So that first step is called matchmaking, where the two parents come together to matchmake their children. And sometimes we also have people that we call professional matchmakers in China. They are also people of age. They matchmake people. You go to meet them and say you want a bride for your son or a groom for your daughter, and they try to find a suitable one and matchmake them also. So this is called matchmaking. Now the next we have is engagement. Once the two families agree on the marriage matter, the groom's family will present engagement gifts to the bride's family. That shows that they are showing a form of engagement, that their son is being engaged to the daughter of the other family. Now we have the next step, which is called the betrothal present, or what is called wedlock. This involves the gifting of betrothal gifts from the groom to the bride's family as a sign of his sincerity and towards marrying the bride, and his assurance that she will be taken care of. The next step we have is the three bow. Now, after all this has gone on, we have the marriage is also on or has taken place. Now the daughter will be taken to the groom's home. Now during this process, she is being carried in a cart, and there is a loud tones of piping and drumming which usually accompanies the bride as she is being transported to the groom's home. Once she arrives, the couple would perform three formal bows. The first bow is to the heaven and earth. The second bow is to show respect to the elderly in front of their relatives. And the third bow is to each other. Now we have another process called the drinking wedlock wine. In ancient China and also in recent China, it is a traditional Chinese culture rite where newlywed couples interlinking and crossing their arm to sip wine from two separate cups to their future marital happiness, to promise their lifelong love, and to make the vow of no separation in the presence of their parents and guests. This is called the drinking wedlock wine. The family will invite friends and relatives, so they invite everyone for a reception. From the outer view, the wedding reception would look like the English wedding, because the groom comes or appears in a suit, a wedding suit, while the bride appears in a white wedding gown. But if you look deeper into this wedding, it doesn't look like the white wedding, because the activity in there are completely different from the white wedding. And I would like to let you know that in Chinese wedding, the famous color is red. I mean, in Chinese traditional wedding, even in the reception, the famous color is red, and red signifies good luck, prosperity, and love. Now, in this reception where family, friends, colleagues, loved ones are gathered, the wedding is being anchored by an MC. And one thing I observe about a Chinese wedding is, if the wedding will start around 11:08, at 11:08 on the dot, the wedding starts. They wait for nobody. Waiting or extending the time beyond 11:08 is a bad luck, or stands as bad luck for them, in the Chinese culture. So it must start at that 11:08. In fact, oftentimes they have this countdown from 11:07. They count down in seconds down to 11:08, and the wedding commences exactly 11:08. Also, one thing you observe in China is the wedding doesn't start oftentimes at 11 o'clock or say 11 a.m., 10 a.m., 9 a.m. or thereabout. They have this belief that numbers like 8, are good luck numbers. Like oftentimes the wedding could start around 11 or 8. Some numbers in China are considered as lucky numbers. So these weddings are meant to start at those times. For instance, 11 or 8 and the likes. Okay. Now in this wedding, the major purpose of this wedding is to introduce these new couples to family, friends, and loved ones. And here, guests are being entertained, with different kind of dishes and wine. And there's something here that I would also like to mention about Chinese wedding compared to the Western wedding, or better say, compared to the African style of wedding. In China, while a wedding of this kind goes on, people hardly or do not give material gifts to the couples. No, what we give is monetary gifts. We have what we call hongbao. Hongbao is called the red pocket, and in this red pocket you put your monetary gifts, your cash. But where I come from in Africa, we also give monetary gifts, but we come to the wedding carrying different kinds of gifts. Different kind of gifts. You can just imagine different kind of physical gifts. You carry, some carry pots, some carry, cutlery, some carry plastics, different kinds to offer these couple. So it's a kind of culture. When you're going to a wedding, ceremony in, let me say, Africa, like Nigeria, for instance, okay, and you are going without carrying these physical gifts, it doesn't really show that you are going to a wedding. But with this physical gift, people feel that, oh, she's going to a wedding. And these gifts are usually wrapped in what we call wrapping paper, okay? And it looks beautiful as a present to the couple. But in China, it is different. What we offer, or what is being offered in China, is monetary gifts. You will hardly see any physical gifts, okay? And I think this is also okay because the couples would use this money to buy what they want. Imagine I'm offering them cooking pots and they already have millions, or that's too much. They already have like a lot of sort of cooking pots. So me giving them extra cooking pots makes no sense to them. But if I offer them cash, they will buy what they want. All right. So that is that. And also in this wedding, they also perform some kind of rite, like the wine, okay, the drinking of the wine by the couple, which is known as the drinking wedlock wine, is also performed in this wedding. And also the bowing, the three bows, are also performed in this wedding. And during the closure, or towards the end of the closure, where we have the reception going on, like people are being served food and they are eating, the couple will move around to each table to greet them, drink with them, what is called kambe. You go there, you cheers with them, and they go to each table and drink with them, celebrate with them, thank them for coming, and just like appreciate them for coming. So this is their culture. In summary, the Chinese wedding, starting from the Chinese traditional wedding, are usually interesting. They are interesting to observe and to see Chinese culture being displayed at the epic. And also the reception are also interesting. Okay, it's an interesting event or program to attend. Just like what you are seeing on the screen, it's an interesting one. And but one thing you also know is that the wedding ceremony, it happens very quick. This ceremony you are seeing happens very quick. Sometimes just only 1 hour, sometimes 1 hour 45 minutes, the whole thing is completed and the guests eat and everyone departs. But unlike where I come from in Nigeria, if the wedding is going to start, the wedding reception, if it's going to start around say 1 p.m., we'll be there till around 5:30, 6 p.m. Oftentimes we'll spend nothing less than 5 good hours, in our wedding reception. It takes a longer time. but in China it is very brief, and everybody very brief and precise. No time wasting. Everything has been calculated, and everyone eats and celebrates and goes their way. So, do you think the Chinese traditional wedding is an interesting event? Or what do you think about the reception? Let me know what you think about it compared to what you have in your own country, in your own region. Thanks for watching. And I remain your favorite, Mr. Stop. Thanks. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you'll be among the first to be notified each time I make any post. Thank you.
感谢父亲，请台下落座，也有请一对幸福的新人准备。当美妙的婚礼进行曲响彻我们耳畔的时候，你即将步入的是属于人生的另一个殿堂。在此，我请一对幸福的新人走向属于你们的爱情宫殿，有请。请一对幸福的新人站好，非常体贴。首先，我要为大家介绍的是今天我们的男主人公黄兴，请向前一步，并深深的一鞠躬，感谢现场所有朋友的到来。美丽的新娘端庄温柔，她的名字叫做留恋，非常好听的名字，请向前一步，深深一鞠躬，感谢现场所有的朋友。爱的誓言，终身的承诺。接下来，我请一对幸福的新人面对面站好，并注视着彼此的眼睛。这是一次幸福而难忘的瞬间，这也是值得一生铭记的时刻。接下来，我首先要问一问帅气的新郎，你是否准备好用一生的爱去保护美丽的新娘留恋？无论贫穷、疾病、富有，无论顺境、逆境，都与她相携相守，至死不渝的。你愿意吗？
我愿意。
美丽的新娘留恋，你是否准备好用一生的爱去照顾身旁帅气的新郎黄兴？无论贫穷、富有，无论顺境、逆境，都爱他，忠诚于他，保护他，至死不渝，永到白头呢？你愿意吗？现场所有的朋友，请给我们一对幸福的新人一点掌声，好吗？接下来，让我们帅气的新郎张开你男人的臂膀，去拥抱你美丽的新娘。我们说要来一次长达20秒钟的深情拥抱，好不好？一路风风雨雨，一路坎坷，一路荆棘，一路美丽，一路收获。终于在今天有了你们爱情的家，有了你们爱的结合。好，谢谢我们对新人的配合。来，请这边。可能很多朋友，特别是我们现场这黄兴和留恋的同事都知道，他们就职于同一个单位，有着一个难忘而永恒的爱情故事。接下来，现场的所有朋友，请跟随大屏幕来一同感受一下他们的爱情故事。
我跟你说，有人来说话，想一个人来说话吗？
在某年的某年的某月的某一天，一对幸福的新人相遇了。
Today is Monday, and the government has actually gave an injunction that every schools and offices should be closed down today.
中国人喝茶比较讲究，像这种地方很少有人搁这儿喝茶，一般都是得有店面的店铺的那种茶庄里头，喝茶也是一种品味。
说 hello，
说的不标准。
So guys, I'm just walking, taking a stroll around the streets of Hamburg. Hamburg shop. What do you see? What do you think? Wow, can you see that boat behind me?想问你一个问题，这个叫什么？
这个叫礼花。
礼花。
对。